It may be hard to fathom, but it's only been 3 months to the day since the events at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. In the past years, the Webbies have honored the activists at the center of many social movements, like the Arab Spring, Black Lives Matter, and the Women's March. This year, the Webbies organization reached out to honor the students leading March for Our Lives. The students told us, though, that they didn't want to accept an award. They just wanted to speak to you, because you are the creators and influencers who have the power to steer America's conversation about gun violence. So we've collaborated with the students, and we're breaking the format for tonight of 5-word speeches to continue a vitally important dialogue that has begun. We're incredibly lucky to have 3 young activists who are going to speak to us in a moment. But first, they asked that we show you a video of messages from students all over the country.
Stand up and speak out.
Change! We want change! We want change!
Age does not limit power.
Taking action for my generation.
You threw my city away.
Do not underestimate young people.
You tore down the walls and opened up all the gates.
You become what you believe. Your voice matters. Use it.
You ruined this town. You burned all of the bridges and you slowly let us
Change,
down.
voting, hope, and education.
Youth, power, action, fortitude, endurance.
You can move mountains!
Every student deserves equal opportunity.
We refuse to stay silent.
We will not be silenced.
Hear change or be fired.
Keep our generation safe.
Violence isn't always a solution.
We will never stop fighting.
16! We will remember!
Students' lives, not NRA bribes.
Please don't shoot us anymore.
This could have been me.
Kids shouldn't fear being shot.
Change is coming. Be ready.
Register to vote. Please, please.
Join me in welcoming John Barnett and Cameron Kasky from Parkland and Naomi Wadler from Alexandria, Virginia.
It's okay, guys, you can sit down. Thank you. Gun violence is our experience. Cameron and I have a platform because of the tragedy that occurred at our school. But gun violence is an American epidemic that reaches far beyond the mass shootings that captivate America and the media. The March for Our Lives is a movement that is not just about the safety of privileged teens, but about protecting all Americans from flimsy gun laws that protect weapons, not children. We will not be dismissed by the government who aims to please the NRA instead of the people. We cannot back down because gun violence kills an average of 96 people a day. It's so many deaths that it can feel unbelievable, but it's an actual problem and we know how to solve it with stricter gun laws.
You know, the Webbies is a program of awards that it focuses on media and the internet and just what those platforms can do. And you know, you don't have to worry about the teleprompter. I'm not going to say any of that. And you know, the day I was in the car on the way back from seeing my school get shot up, I thought 2 main things. One of them was private, but the other one was, you know, I've seen this before. I've seen this a lot of times. And there was a comfort that settled over me that was, okay, this is a school shooting. And that was what made me realize that something had to be different this time. So I called some of the best, smartest, most diligent people I know, and John, and that was a joke. And I said, we need to hit this head on. We need to go right at this. We can't sit back. We need time to heal, but if we take time to heal, they're gonna forget about it. And they're gonna send flowers and teddy bears, and then there's gonna be another one. And that's gonna be the hot media mass shooting of the month. We couldn't have that. And we have a spotlight that we try to use to shine on other communities with marginalized people, communities that people don't want to focus on, communities that deal with gun violence much more than Parkland, Florida, which for a long time was the safest city in Florida. So, it's with that that I humbly introduce the young woman for whom I sing backup, Naomi Wadler.
Disproportionately, victims of gun violence are women of color. Tonight, I ask each and every one of you to take a stand for them, to stand for their education, to stand against the violence these girls face at their schools that lead to their eventual victimhood. These girls matter. Please leave here tonight as warriors in the fight for common sense gun regulation. Use your platforms to keep this movement on the forefront of the internet. Stand as advocates, innovate as advocates, create as advocates.